Okay, so what's going on, people? Right now, over there in the little computer room, everything's getting encoded and whatnot for the that little Ultra Boost and VaporMax comparison video that I just did. Maybe, well, if you're seeing this one, that one's already up there, so go ahead and watch it if you'd like to. You know, that's what I was doing earlier today. It's part of the reason I broke out these fancy new pants and this fancy new shirt for that one last ride as I finished off my little comparison, my little performance review. And now it's on to something completely different, something that most people probably aren't going to care about, to be completely honest, which is why I was debating on if I even wanted to bother doing this review. But I'm going to do it anyway, right? Because why not? For the same reason basically that I've told other people, yeah man, just do the review, don't worry about whatever, just put it out there. I'm going to take my own advice, right? Because otherwise it's a little hypocritical. But anyway, so before I get into it, quick question, right? Because this is when it comes to like, I don't know how everybody else out there is, like as far as their work life goes, but for me, right, like I have work clothes, you know? So, you know, work shoes, not work boots, work shirts, you know, things like that, right? And I will spend so much money on all kinds of other shoes, all kinds of other shirts. Like, I spent like $100 on wrestling shirts like 3 days ago just because there was a sale. I spend constant money on shoes, right, that I don't need. But when it comes to like those work shirts, I'm like, yeah, it's 3 for $20. I'm like, they can't be cheaper. You know, it's like it's not imbalanced. You know, it's just like I have to have these things, but I don't want to spend the money on them. I'm like, I don't know, something about like having to spend the money makes me not want to. But then I see this other stuff, and I'm like, oh man, cool, gold dust, yeah, like gold dust. Anyway, so let's get into this, right? Nike box, right? You know, because Nike happens to make the boots that I wear, so that's kind of cool. Let's get on into this thing here. And another thing, being out here, you've seen the video upload times and like the shoes that I have or whatever. I am no stranger to being late when it comes to reviewing things, but there's like a whole nother level. Like, I don't know when these things came out. I want to say like early last year maybe. But whatever. It really doesn't matter, you know? Like, get it when you get it, you know what I'm saying? This is a big old box. Like, is this, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like to me this box is like extra long, but it makes sense. So, right there on the side, get you a little close-up action of what is in this box. Yeah, that's right, some of those Nike SFBs, right? Who's excited about that? Probably no one. Anyways, let's pull these out, see what we're looking at. So, here's number one. And, ba-bam, there's number two. Pull this over here, set that there. Alright, cool. So, there we go. Right here, let's check things out real quick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is review time on this right here, the Nike SFB. I don't really remember what that stands for. And it's in sage green. Forgot to say that. In sage green, people. So, what is SFB? Was it on the side? No, it doesn't say. But either way, it's the second version of Nike's SFB. Special field boot, I think, maybe? Anyway, so, little backstory, right? Little backstory. So, these are the kind of boots that I wear, right? You know, standard green boots. Now, before this, I had the, which ones did I have? I had the version 1. These are the version 2. So, the version 1, I remember buying those because, like, you know, I'm going to be out here for a while, like, doing a lot more walking than usual. And I saw those, they were Nikes, so I was like, I can trust this, right? I can trust this brand. Why not? They usually do some good things. And the boots were basically like Nike Freeze, but with this, right? With like that part that actually makes it a boot. So I put them on, I'm like, oh wow, these are super comfortable and all that good stuff. So I was cool with it. And then, you know, years later, I bought a new pair. Like, I wore them past the point of breaking them in, and then way past the point of wearing them out. Like, multiple times. So, like, the ones that I'm buying these to replace, you know, those have been done for a long time. But I finally decided. I was like, you know what? I was already on the phone with somebody, like doing other customer service things, because I was like doing a return maybe on those FIBA. Yeah, I was dealing with like the FIBA return. I'm like, you know what? Hey, while we're here, while we're talking about this refund and all that stuff, can I just make an order? Like, since I'm just gonna do it, right? So I did it, and $140 later, here we go. So these right here, not a whole lot to say about these, but and I'm gonna have to cut away brief. I'm not doing it on foot on these. I'm telling you that right now. It is not happening. I am gonna try them on though. And so I'll have to cut away briefly so I can come back and talk about like all the sizing and all that stuff, because I haven't worn a pair of these yet. But we're going to at least talk about the shoe itself, so we're going to start it how we started, right? So first up on the bottom right there, that looks like there is a lot going on, right? I don't know what this is all about. It looks rugged, I guess, but it is a boot, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense. On the midsole, it's actually a fairly cushiony feeling, so I'm curious to see how they feel when I actually start wearing them. But they don't feel like they would, like one would imagine they would feel, just based off the look. You know what I'm saying? So like if your average person looked at this, they'd probably like, oh man, that's a pretty sturdy boot. And then you push on, you're like, it seems a little comfortable too. So we'll see how it all plays together. Moving past that, and as you see, it's like some kind of designs in there, to give it that look. There you go, get you a nice close-up shot of that thing that you don't care as much about as I do. Anyways, so past that, then you got like the standard bottom part right here. This looks a little different than the previous ones did. As I said, the previous ones, they're pretty plain, because those were initially released in 2011 or 2012. I want to say it was late 2011. So like they just got around to doing this like version 2 thing, like just started it. Because I mean, it's not like one of their huge sellers. Like it's not the focal point of like the Nike line and anywhere. So they just put it out there, and say enough is enough, right? But you redo it whenever it makes sense. And so then you move on past that to the upper here. And one thing I kind of do like is like this stuff here, these little strap-looking lace lock areas or whatever. In a way, it kind of reminds me like a Jordan 11 when you look at it from the side. It kind of has like that sort of look to me. I'm not pulling out any 11s to do a comparison or anything, but from my memory, I feel like that's kind of a thing that you see on the side of it. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but if I am wrong, I'm sure somebody will correct me. People like to be silent until you're wrong about something. Then everybody wants to come out there and be like, nah, dude, nah. They're not called the Team Orange. I'm like, okay, whatever. So anyways, moving past that, on to the rest of this. It's feeling like it's not as rigid as I would want it to be, or it's not as rigid as it would look like it could be, for being a boot. Because that's the thing, I don't want this like stiffness all up my leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be comfortable. I get it. It's a boot. It's like dang near a combat boot or whatever. So to want comfort out of it is a little weird, but I want comfort out of it, right? I mean, it's my foot, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me be me, let me be comfortable. So anyways, this thing here, like this tongue, this feels fairly plush for some reason. I don't know why, because it looks thin, but it feels plush. So that's uncanny. And then past that, you got this hoop in the back so you can hold your boot like that. I mean, that's not what it's there for, but, standard hoop on the back of a shoe, right? Maybe helps you pull it on, whatever. And then the standard laces, nothing special about those. Just bam, there you go. You pull the laces, everything looks like it tightens up pretty nice around here. And looks like it undoes fairly easily too. But, again, we'll see as I actually start dealing with these. So, and because of rules and stuff, like how branding works on things, they kind of have to subdue it. It can't just be all out there, bam, in your face like those over-branded Air Maxes or those Mamba Curial Kobe 11s, I think it was. Anyways, so there you got a Nike swoosh, right? Kind of embossed into there, or whatever the word is. It's in there, right? It's in there. And then on the other side, bam, another Nike swoosh hidden down there on the side, on the inside there. So, you can't put like the big, orange swoosh on there because that's just not okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna put these on for a second and see how they feel, how they fit, all that good stuff. And I will be back in just a moment. You guys sit tight. You know, if you're eating, continue eating. Well, actually, you know what? You're not even gonna notice this cutaway because it's like seamless transition. I'm like a professional, dude, and women. I know that there are women watching these too. And here we go again, right? So, finish this whole review up because it's probably gone on super long as it is. Right here again, the Nike SFB Generation 2 8-inch. True to size, people. True to size. So go on out there, get yourself a pair in your normal size, and you'll feel great. And they actually are pretty comfortable to walk around in. I just kind of walked around just a little bit. Well, actually, I walked over to there, then back to here with these, right? These are the ones that I'm replacing. See how, like, you know, the bottom, you look at it, kind of it might remind you of some, like, the Freeze from, like I said, around 2011, 2010, because that's when they were made. You know, a lot plainer than this one. You know, there's just more stuff going on these. These are just super basic. And you look at the bottom of these, like, yeah, I wore these into the ground way past when they should have been replaced. I don't know why I do that. I don't, but I do. Anyways, so there we go. Nothing more to say about this guy here. Maybe I'll mention it later. Oh, one thing I did notice when I was putting these on, there's a third little, right there, you kind of see it, a third little Nike swoosh. Not sure what that's all about, but it's there. I don't know why that is like that, but it is. It serves no real purpose, but it's there, you know what I'm saying? And then some little holes down there, I guess, for breathability, so we'll see how that all works out. But past that, I don't have anything else to say, so thanks for watching if you watched, which you did if you're hearing this. Have a nice rest of your day, or rest of your night, whatever it is where you are, and come on back tomorrow, because I'm not sure when I'm putting this up. Come back, okay? Just come back. There's gonna be a video with like it's gonna be a shoe unboxing, right? The box is over there. The video's just not happening today. So come back, you'll see that. And in the meantime, go watch this video or this video, whatever, whenever those show up. It's gonna be links to the people that watch me, whoever's the most recent in my YouTube feed. It'll be like them. Yeah.